Now, with the new law to make sure all cats are microchipped just about a month away, there's still 2 million moggies who have not had their chip done. To tell us more, I'm joined now by a vet from Pet Health Club, Amelia Battersby. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jason.
Now, in the world of veterinary work, obviously it's always heartbreaking when someone brings a cat into you that is sadly no longer with us. But there's not only the sad times which are covered by the microchip, so people know if they've lost their loved one, but also the good times when people get reunited with their pets after they've gone astray.
Absolutely. And we have some fantastic stories about people bringing a cat into us that has been straying around. And we've scanned the microchip, been able to trace those owners. And in some particularly remarkable cases, those owners have actually moved away to another part of the country and never thought they'd see their cat again. And are obviously delighted to be reunited. And it really is what we do the job for. So it's really important all round.
Yeah, and in this time of where the animals going missing due to theft as well, obviously the microchip is a vitally important tool to be able to get them back to their owners should something happen like that. But as you say, with cats in particular, I think dogs are less likely to wander off on their own, but still that happens. But cats certainly are very much of their own mind, and they go and do what they want to do, and sometimes that doesn't involve what we want them to do.
Absolutely. And it's really interesting with cats just how far they can wander as part of their day to day territory. And some of them, as we know, some cheeky felines even have multiple homes that they like to go into for different bits and pieces of food and affection. But it does mean that they are more prone to going missing than our dogs. The law changed in 2016 for dogs, and we've been campaigning ever since, really, for cats to be caught up because they're just as important family members as our dogs and more likely to go missing and sadly more likely to be involved in accidents as well. And for me as a vet, that's one really important area that I think people often don't think about. We don't want to think about the worst happening until we have to. But I see a lot of cats come in after road traffic accidents, and it makes all the difference in the world if I can contact those owners, let them know what's happening and that their pet's in safe hands, and then talk about how we're going to get their pet well again. So I really would encourage everyone to get it done.
Absolutely. And because they've got such a wide-ranging places that they visit during the day to day, you never know quite how far they've gone. So it might be a road one side of town, and it could be halfway across the city centre where the cat normally lives. So it is again one of those things where the microchip can make a huge difference, not only of peace of mind and knowing how your pet is, but also yeah, just to they're a member of the family. Even yeah, the cats and the way they behave. Sometimes you wonder about it. They are. Still absolutely part of the loved ones that you have, and they give affection as requiring it.
Absolutely. And it's a matter of safety. As you said, they're a member of the family and their safety is just as paramount as every other family member. And that's partly why we've created the Pet Health Club, which is a service that provides all sorts of preventative healthcare to help us look after your cats and keep them healthy. And microchipping is one of the benefits of that service, and it's something we would really encourage owners to take up.
Absolutely, yeah. Knowing where they are or where they've got to is good, and I mean people often put a little tracker on their pet as well, but that's the sort of thing which can go missing because again they're pretty good at that. You pop a small microchip painlessly under the skin, and you can be read, and can people read their own pet tags as well? Is that something they can do on their phones these days?
I think generally it's still limited to scanners that people have in practices and at police stations and places like that. Hopefully, the technology will emerge that we can start to read it on our phones. That would be really useful. And yes, as you said, trackers have been so fascinating finding out where our cats really go, but they can fall off and they're still relatively big and cumbersome compared to a microchip, which is permanently implanted and no bigger than a grain of sand.
Yep. So again, not going to cause your cat any problems. It won't even know it's there after the small amount of healing that it'll take after inserting it, and it'll be something which gives you peace of mind and means that you know that your cat is going to be looked after and will get back to you should it go off on a little wander around. The 10th of June is the date this all has to be done by, so the countdown is on, and it is, as we say, a legal requirement for your cat to be chipped for your protection, their protection, and the peace of mind of all in society to know that we know where that cat belongs to and where it should be eating its dinner, wherever it did happen to have tea that day of the week. So, Winston, where can we go for more about the Pet Health Club, all the great things that you do with tips and advice, and also how people can become members?
Yeah, so if people look up the Pet Health Club website, there's loads of information on there. We've created a microchipping information hub on that website with FAQs, and there's even a video from my colleague Dave explaining what to expect when you take your cat to the vet for a microchip. So
And
hopefully everyone will be able to find out um, and have all their questions answered on there.
yeah, getting them in the carry cage, is that covered as well?
Yes, yeah, that's a common question, and we do have some tips on there as well.
So yeah, you can get them there, get them sorted, get them back, and give them a little bit of a treat, something nice for tea afterwards, just to make sure that they feel full of life after you've popped their microchip in to get them legal and keep them safe too. Well, veterinary surgeon Amelia Battersby from the Pet Health Club, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jason.